And here's why. Your pain sensitivity has come down because you've removed load from the tissue by just resting or avoiding positions that are uncomfortable, which is good because we want to bring pain levels down. But if the tolerance line is dropped down to here because we have not done anything at all and our pain levels are better because you haven't been loading the tissue at all, and then you say, okay, I'm feeling a lot better, and you go back to the gym and you start loading your tissue, and now you're loading your tissue up here and your tolerance line is here, what's going to happen? We're going to flare that tissue back up. We're going to be uncomfortable. We're going to be frustrated that the back pain is back. And we're going to get in this doom cycle of like, stop doing things, reintroduce it, flare it up. So why it's important to not just stop when back pain is either getting better or gone is that we need to look at how do we build this tolerance line up so that we can get you back to up here so that you can tolerate all of the load that you're applying to your low back without getting a response. And oftentimes, the best way to move that line is through movement and loading the tissue through strength training. And that's why it's really important that we overload that tissue gradually, because if we load it a little bit above that tolerance line, it's going to move up. And then we need to progress that challenge so that we're working it a little bit more and it goes up. And then if you really need to demand a lot of your low back pain, let's say you're trying to get back to deadlifting because you're a power lifter, we really, really need to load that back so we can get you way, way up here. And I find that's often missed, either because the client feels better or because the client just doesn't get proper guidance because the person helping them might not know how to bridge that gap back to being able to help a powerlifter deadlift 400 plus pounds. So as a client going in and getting guidance, and you have these goals that require you to get back to powerlifting, you need to seek someone out that can guide you there, right? Because if you get to that point and you just stop, there's a higher percentage chance, it's not guaranteed, that when you go right back to doing the intense activity, you're probably going to lead down the road of flaring things up.